Stay fresh music.
Yo, so how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So as you guys could probably tell in the first 2 seconds of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys an absolutely insane unlimited money making method that all of you guys should definitely be making the most out of. As I'm sure some of you guys might be aware, for the last few weeks Rockstar Games have been rolling out a ton of different promotions, some of which have been good and some of which have been really bad. Last week's one was good. You could earn around 100k per game very easily. However, that is nothing compared to the method in today's video. As you guys saw right at the start, some of the insane figures I'm talking about are well over $200,000 as well as over 30,000 RP from a single game. Now, I will say this method isn't solo. You guys just need one other player to grind this method out with. So if you guys don't have that many friends that play GTA 5 online, do be sure to leave a comment underneath this video with your gamer tag or your PSN, and you might be better off leaving whether or not you've got a mic, because I know certain players only like to play with other players who've got mics. But I guarantee as long as all of you guys watch this video all the way through, you'll all be able to come on straight away and stack millions. So in this video, I'm going to be fully breaking down how you guys can earn the most amount of money, as well as how you guys can earn all the bonuses, as well as breaking down all of the different payouts so you guys can work out what actually suits you guys best. So as always, if you guys do go on to enjoy the video and you do want to see me cover more epic money and RP guides in the future, all I ask is you drop a like down below and feel free to subscribe, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so first things first, you guys want to be in an online public session. You want to press start, go across the online playlist. You want to go and create a playlist, and you want to add about 2 or 3 maps of the vehicle vendetta into this playlist. We're going to be earning a playlist bonus, as well as saving us a bunch of time so we can just host our own playlist instead of trying to find a new game every time and going into loading menus and then waiting for people to join. All of that process really does add up and take a load of time out of your day unnecessarily. So it is worth mentioning there is 2 different types of this new adversary mode. There's Vehicle Vendetta and then there's Vehicle Vendetta Street, as you guys can see, and both of these new adversary modes are exactly the same. However, Vehicle Vendetta Street takes place on the actual street on flat land, whereas the other Vehicle Vendetta are in like player created arenas up in the sky, so it's almost like a destruction derby style game. Don't worry, after I've fully broken down how to maximize the money, I will give you guys a quick run through and a few tips and tricks that I use when playing this game and what it's all about to give you guys a slight advantage. Nonetheless, once you guys have chosen the 3 maps, you can choose any 3 of these Vehicle Vendetta maps. It won't make a difference. If anything, I'll leave a link to my playlist that I created down below in the description if you guys do want to play the same maps that I did. Nonetheless, once you guys have named it anything you want, you just want to go down to my playlist and then launch the playlist from here. Okay, now another great thing about this method, if you guys aren't aware, Rockstar Games are always changing how payouts work with races or adversary modes or anything like that in contact missions. Now, one of the biggest factors used to be depending on the amount of plays you had. So in some cases you might be better off doing 2v2s or 3v3s because you're getting the player bonus. Honestly, once you guys see the amount of money I make easily, I guarantee all of you guys will be jumping on this tonight and making some serious dosh. However, one of the best factors about playing this new adversary mode, as you guys can see in the bottom right, it only requires a minimum of 2 players, and you guys are not going to be receiving any bonus money for inviting more players in. This is a big misconception I've seen a bunch of people having, and I will prove this to you in the video. You can have a full lobby and I'm going to be earning exactly the same I would be with a 1v1, and it's much better to play 1v1s because you can kind of control the game. It's more open and fair. You haven't got to rely on some random noobs. So as always, if you guys don't have that many friends on GTA 5 online, do be sure definitely 100% to leave a comment down below with whatever console you're on. Leave your gamer tag or your PSN, and you might be better off leaving if you've got a mic or not, because as you guys will see later on in this video, whether you guys are winning or losing on this new adversary mode, everyone is going to be receiving an insane amount of money. And nonetheless, once you guys get to this part of the menu where you're going to set the game up, it's very important that you guys are going to set the game up exactly how I do right here. So you want to have team balance enough. You can put the time of day on anything you like. It's very important you guys put first to win 4 rounds. Now, it is also quite important, like I said, how you win the rounds. I will be breaking down the bonuses a bit later on in this video, so make sure you watch that part. Nonetheless, once you guys have put it on 4 rounds, you want to put vehicle lock on anything you prefer. Then secondly, you want to put it on team lives, 25 lives. And then lastly, you want to put the game type on last alive rather than deathmatch. Once you guys have done that, go ahead and start the game. Make sure you guys do take note of how I've set this game up, because you guys will need to set this game up how I done to maximize the most amount of money. However, going off previous videos, you guys seem to really appreciate when I fully break down all of the different payouts and how to earn the max depending on how long you spend in the game, because in some cases you can end up waiting an extra 10 seconds and be missing out on like an extra 10k, which during double money can be an extra 20k, which for like 10 seconds of work can be a big thing. And like I've mentioned before, I'm aware that all of us have different ranks, different skill abilities, and we all have a different amount of time that we can spend on GTA 5 online. So some of us might play this game for 5 hours a day, and some of us might only play it for half an hour a day. So at least by me doing this, all of you guys can work out what actually suits you guys best, so you can all maximize the most amount of money in the time that you all spend on GTA 5 online. So by far the lowest payout, and the one that you guys definitely don't want to do, is try and finish the game in under 2 minutes. Because as you guys can see, if you're able to finish the game in under 2 minutes, you guys will only be receiving 5k for winning and 3k for losing. Whereas we just spent an extra minute and a half, so it went past the 4-minute mark, he would have received a very nice 8k, which would have been 16, and we would have received 8k. However, if we would have literally only spent an extra minute in the game, because that round was 5 minutes, so if we ended it between 6 and 8 minutes, he would have literally doubled his money up from 8k all the way up to 16k, as well as the losers earning a very nice 18k for literally just losing. So that is by far the biggest jump. You guys definitely never want to finish these games under 6 minutes, because you're practically only ever going to get a quarter or a half of what you should be earning for literally only a couple minutes of work. So if you guys are willing to push it literally only an extra minute, you can increase it again by another 4k, so you're not quite doubling it, but you are still increasing your payout quite nicely, so you're getting 20k if you guys are able to finish the game between 8 and 9 minutes. So as you guys can see on screen right now, as soon as the 8-minute mark passes, however we're under the 9-minute mark, and when we finish the game we get a very nice 20k, as well as a very nice $10,000 for the losers, and that is literally just for losing the game. And like I did mention, I am glad I've been smashing this out, because the old school ways of adversary modes, or the one literally just before this with the best and highest payout you'd always earn, is by pushing the games into overtime. So you did have to make them drag out for a bit. However, we no longer have to do this. All you guys have to do is make sure the 9-minute mark passes. So to make things very clear, as you guys can see on screen right now, this game I had with a 1v1, I went into overtime, so the full 10 minutes passed, and I received a very nice 26k for winning that. But going into overtime, so it was around 12 minutes spent in the game, or over 10 minutes. However, after this latest update, that is no longer necessary to earn the max payout. As you guys can see right here on screen right now, this game we finished within 9 minutes, and we have an extra player in the game. However, I still received the max of 26k. So like I said, just make sure you guys go up to the 9-minute mark, and then you can put your foot on the acceleration and try and finish the game to earn the max payout. Now that is not only the way that you guys are going to be earning the max amount of money, you guys will also have potential to earn something called a winners round bonus. Now how you guys will earn this is by winning rounds back to back. So hopefully you appreciate me putting this graph together for you guys, so it's very clear and you guys can see exactly how much you'll be earning. So if you guys were to win 2 rounds back to back on top of your initial payout, you'll be earning an insane 24k bonus. Now I put this graph together without double money, so as you guys know, for winning 1 round you'd usually only get 13k. That's why it's 26k for 2 rounds, whereas we're earning 26k for 1 round. So where you guys can see 26,000 right now, that's more like 52,000 plus the double money of the 12k, which is 24, taking us up to 74k. And if you guys are able to win 3 rounds back to back, you're earning an extra 20k, and if you guys can win 4 rounds back to back, it's an insane 26k extra bonus, and that's without double money and RP. Now that is, like I said, for winning rounds back to back. That's why you guys always want to put it on 4 rounds. So when you sit back and be smart and think about it, you're much better off playing one big long game than rather playing 5 or 6 short games of only 1 or 2 rounds, because you won't be earning no bonuses during that. You might be able to earn the time bonus, but that's just practically it. So when you think about it, with the first to win 4 rounds, you have a potential of playing a total of 7 rounds per game. Now what you guys can do if you're really smart, like I said, and you come against some noobs, is just let them win the first 3 rounds, just collect the losers bonus, casually play, watch some videos in the background, and then you win the next 4 rounds, so you're earning the winners bonus for the entirety of the end of the game. You guys, like I said, will be able to earn some insane, mind-blowing payouts, well over 190k. And like I said, I was able to actually have a really good game where I lost only 2 games and then I went on a 4-win streak. So I played a total of 6 rounds. I could have even earned more than this, bear in mind. And as you guys can see, I earned a mind-blowing $220,000 as well as a crazy 30,000 RP. Holy. And bear in mind, that was only for the one game. So imagine I'd done that for like the whole 3 maps in that one playlist. We're talking about well over 700k, which is just insane for such a fun and easy method. And considering the losers earn such good money as well, there really is no initiative to go ahead and start boosting with this method. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why Rockstar actually nerfed the payouts from adversary modes from back in the day. If you guys aren't aware, adversary modes used to be a really good way to make money. You could earn like 50k per round. However, Rockstar Games did nerf that, and I do think they found a perfect balance so everyone can earn good money, whether you guys are winning or losing. So for that reason, I'm going to quickly run through what this game mode is all about in case you guys haven't played it, or you have played it and you don't really like it, as well as a few tips and tricks that I take to give me the advantage over my opponents. So in basic terms, this is just 2 teams trying to take each other out, and you're both in cars. This entire game mode is based in vehicles. Now you do compete for a bunch of different perks to pick up around the map, but besides the perks, you guys can press LB or L1 to shoot a machine gun out of your car. You do have a little health bar you can see in the bottom right. That will slightly decrease. The machine gun isn't the best option, but if you can get a few shots on your opponent, I definitely would go for it, as the built-in machine gun in the car does come with unlimited ammo. It's exactly the same type of machine gun you would get with the new special vehicles that came out of the recent DLC. However, what this game mode is by far all about is using the perks to your advantage. So there's 9 different perks you guys can pick up, and these are like classic perks from previous adversary modes. So naturally, if you guys are like me and you've been smashing these adversary modes when they're always double money and RP, then you guys will have an advantage because you'll know how to use them to your advantage. So the first one you guys can get is Beast. That will automatically transform you guys into a Rhino tank. You can get one called Detonator, which removes obstacles and objects from the arena. You can get the Bomb, which will place 3 bombs around the map and they'll explode around 3 seconds after you place them down. So the best thing to do if someone's trailing you or behind you, then try and use your bombs. I would always try and use them like when you're about to make a turn or a corner, as your enemies won't be able to actually see the bombs. And I've noticed I've got a shit ton of kills by using them when I turn on corners. Or what I would do with the bombs is I'll plant them on other perks that I know my enemies are going to try and get. And next we've got the rockets, and of course you guys know what the rockets are all about. These are nothing new to GTA 5. You just can shoot a rocket out of your car. You do only get 1 rocket per pickup, so you don't want to pick your shots, and these are very, very OP. I'm not going to lie, they will take out every single thing besides the tank. So if you can see the other players have got a tank, this is another tip I'm going to give you guys. If you actually pay attention to your little mini map or at the top central part of the screen, you can actually see what perks your enemies have, so you know what to use when they've got it. If they've got a tank, then you do want to stay away from them at all costs. So if you guys have got the rockets, you can see if they have got the tank and then just stay away from them until their tank runs out. Now the next one you can pick up is something called Repair, and all that does is just repair your vehicle health to max health, as I explained earlier, in case they get you with a few shots, because the bombs won't kill you straight away and the bullets won't kill you straight away. However, rockets will. And another perk that you guys should definitely try and pick up if you're trying to drag the game out, like I said, to earn your max money, is Ghost, which basically makes you become translucent or invisible, or go on passive mode, in other words, allowing you to drive through enemy vehicles and steal their power-ups. So as soon as you drive through them, it will say you've stolen it. Like for example, if they just place a bomb down, you can drive through them and turn their bomb into your bomb, which is pretty useful. The next one, Jammed, which basically just takes over the enemy's car for them, so it forces the accelerator on them and just turns their car left, right and center. And nextly we got Flipped, which I'm pretty sure you guys will know about already. It's from Power Play, where it's basically just going to flip the controls of your enemy. This is very useful if the enemy ends up getting the tank one, because like I said, they have to press left to go right, go forward to go back. So it can definitely buy you guys some vital time if you're trying to look for your own perks or make a quick exit to try and run down the clock. Nextly, you can get something called Zoned, which will slow down the time for every single player. By far the worst and most pointless perk in the game. So I'm moving swiftly on to one of the best, or if not the best perk that I like to use in this game mode, and that is Deadline, which will basically just transform you into the bike from Deadline. So you'll have that killer trail right behind you, and this can actually take out the tank. So it's very important. If you can see the other players always going for the tank, I've noticed that's what everyone does on this game. They always go for the tank. What you guys should go ahead and do is just try and get the Deadline, because you can zigzag right in between between them and take them out very easily. Plus, it also acts like a magnet factor for like certain points of the map for the enemies, so they'll like stick to a barrier on the outside of the map, so you can quickly just drive over to them and take them out. And then finally, you can pick up a random perk, which is just going to give you guys any one of the above that I just mentioned. So hopefully you guys do appreciate me covering all of the different payouts, so you guys can work out what suits you guys best, so you can play it however you guys want to play, as well as showing you how to maximize and earn the biggest payout, and how you guys can earn all of the bonuses, as well as giving you guys a few tips and tricks on how to play this game mode. And when you take everything into account, how fun it is, all of the different payouts you can earn, and the fact that you can play it with friends, I've got to say guys, it is by far the best method to be grinding out as of right now. And as you guys can see on screen right now, when you're earning payouts like this, over $200,000 and nearly 30,000 RP, which is just mind-blowing, you guys really have no reason to complain. So definitely be sure to leave a comment down below, find yourself another player to grind this out with, and all I ask is you do drop a like down below. And if you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.